Welcome back to the Blue Dart Pub Thunderdome for another Bull with Andy Carlson, Minnesota's 87th best daily podcast. Well, 86th. He's trying to move up. Who really knows? Show about everything and absolutely nothing at all. Coming right at your house 5 days a week. Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend out there, one and all. I know that we both had a weekend, and we'll talk about that with Uncle Nick. He's in shotgun. Hey, Paul.
Yo, how's it going?
So I've determined that you have voice modulation.
I don't think that's a real thing.
Well, it's not so much a modulation, is that your voice varies wildly in volume and pitch.
I don't think any of that's true.
All right, because I behind the scenes, I always have a fun adventure trying to work on Nick's level so it stays like even.
I think that it's probably a machine because I talk pretty evenly.
Except
If I get excited, if you excite me here.
Well, you use your inside voice and then you use your KOD voice.
My KOD voice is the quieter one.
It's a strip club, man. I'm here to work. Name that movie.
I don't know.
Varsity Blues. Billy Bob. He's dead now.
Oh, he's not.
Apparently, the story about him is that he would get hookers, except he would do all the work.
Oh, sad.
So I don't know if that's what he was really into or if it was a self-esteem thing. Who really knows?
Interesting. Huh.
Yeah. Tell a friend, spread the word, iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, because you get good little nuggets like that. Billy Bob was all about going downtown. iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, all that other good stuff. Nick, how was your weekend?
It was a good time. I had a really good time. I stayed pretty busy.
What did you do?
I did some working, worked hard, and then let's just say I played hard. I went to an adult establishment as, anytime, I do a little staycation, I like to frequent.
All right, so
we won't plug any names.
Which hotel did you stay at? Was it the place by the airport or the other place by the airport?
It was a place by the strip club.
Wait, Inver Grove Heights has hotels?
Yeah, they do. Off of Concord and 494. It was actually a really nice one.
I don't believe any of that.
It's true. I would not lie to you.
I feel like Inver Grove Heights would have hostels, but not hotels.
They have like 2 hotels. And I said the nice one.
Is that where the migrant workers at the fire hydrant factory stay? That is across from the KOD.
No. This is a nicer. I think they just built this hotel.
What's it called? We'll give it a plug.
I literally. That's the thing. I literally have no idea what the name is. It's not a chain.
It's not nice enough to be a double tree, so they just called it the single tree.
No, I'm not sure. I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, is this like Back to the Future after they run over the tree and then the Twin Pines Mall becomes the Lone Pine Mall?
Something like that. It's called Envision. Envision in South St. Paul, an Extend Hotel Collection.
Nick, that's a cult.
It's not a cult. It's a nice hotel.
Yeah, something that also isn't a cult, but will greatly enhance your life is Mill City Laser right here in Northeast Minnesota, and great location, great staff. Love hanging up there because if you're ready to get rid of some of that unsightly hair, whether it be on your legs, underarm, bikini, guys, if you got back and chest, your back, your chest, get it on with Mill City Laser. They got state-of-the-art machines and prices much lower than their competition. Check them out. You can schedule a free online video consultation, millcitylaser.com. Hit it up. And we're going to be due to give away a couple free sessions here on the Twitter machine. So keep an eye out for that, millcitylaser.com. All right, so we had a wedding. One of the wife's cousins got married over the weekend. And weddings are always fun, especially getting the family together and then seeing two people just begin their lives together, begin anew. Nick, do you ever cry at weddings? I feel like you're a crier.
I don't think I ever cried at a wedding.
Really?
I'm trying to think. Maybe because, sad to say, I'm not as close to any of the people that I've seen get married. Yours might have been the
'Cause
closest.
I'm dead inside.
Yours might have been the closest one, to be honest.
Ooh, what about the wedding from The Fault in Our Stars? Because didn't they get married in that movie?
I don't know if they did. I've never seen it.
Oh. Or what about The Notebook? And Joshua Jackson's like, hey, Mandy Moore, I knew you're going to die. I know I'm beyond to wife number 2 here pretty quick, but I think I want to marry you.
Mandy Moore?
Yeah, she was in The Notebook.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah.
No, that was.
Not The Notebook. The A Walk to Remember.
Oh. I don't think I've seen that one either.
Really?
I feel like I read it.
Oh, you read the book?
No, come on, I don't read. No, the Wikipedia page.
Oh, all right. Yeah, gosh, what's the dad's name here?
Mr. Moore?
No, but this is the role that actually broke Mandy Moore into acting. And now I feel like people know her more as an actress than a singer. Oh, here it is.
Do you love me? Will you do something for me then?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Will you marry me?
Oh, that was not what I was expecting. Well, so every Nicholas Sparks novel / movie, it's in the South. The dude is going to have some stupid name like Jackson King, and someone dying of cancer, or someone just going to die in general. That's a Nicholas Sparks novel.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of.
I could write this stuff. I'd be really good at this.
You should write one. You know, it tugs at the heartstrings. People like movies that do that.
All right, we're going to write it right now. It's going to be called a Nickerson to Remember. All right, so a down on his luck vagrant musician from the northern states moves down to Charleston, South Carolina, looking for a couple of gigs. But he did not find gigs, but he did find love. The widower, Patricia Reginald, never thought that she could love again. Her husband was abusive, but he was the love of her life. And then she picks up the pieces after she gets back from Iraq, and she meets Nickerson playing at the corner honky tonk. You know, one of those bars where the musicians is behind chicken wire, like in Roadhouse and Blues Brothers. Yeah,
yeah.
It's exactly like that. All right, so back to this.
I'm surprised.
She has cancer.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe you have cancer in the thing.
I probably have it, and she was a former stripper, I'm assuming. But she's still a stripper. They'll pay for my cancer treatment.
Oh, yeah, I remember because like one of the things was building a telescope. So they built a telescope out of a giant-ass cardboard roll of toilet paper.
That's insane. Telescopes aren't that expensive, but come on. A good one, I guess.
Oh, yeah, I was like these really small Southern Baptist churches, too, where literally every surface inside the church is painted pink. Or not pink, white. Yeah. So everything is painted white. You walk in, and there's no fans, there's no air conditioning, and everyone is fanning themselves. They all got the giant hats, except no one's wearing a hat in this scene. And it's like, oh, Lordy, it's a beautiful day here in Savannah.
It's not a big church, and it looks like it perfectly fits everyone. I'm told the dad is here, Peter Coyote. Awesome.
I think this is Switchfoot. Oh, yeah. The caption says the name of the song is Only Hope by Switchfoot.
We're going to be around forever.
Apparently Switchfoot's really big, like a Christian rock band.
Oh.
Yeah. Jerome.
I know that name, Shane West. Yeah, I think he's in a lot of stuff now.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was
Love is
confused Shane
always
West and
patient.
Joshua Jackson because they look exactly the same.
It is never jealous.
Oh, yeah, her dad's a minister.
Love is never boastful, nor conceited.
Oh, by the way, they have to get rid of 1 Corinthians in weddings. Love is patient. Love is kind. Oh, who knew that you were going to pick this Bible verse? There's tens of thousands of Bible verses, except why do we have to always do this one that's a little effed out? Love is not patient. Love gets it on fast. Love and kind. Talk to your ex about it.
As a single guy, I will take your word for it because you are the married one. So
It is never rude or selfish.
Oh, it's rude all the time, especially after a couple of cocktails on them.
It does not take offense and is not resentful. Love takes no pleasure in other people's sins, but delights in the truth. It is always
She
ready
did it.
to
She's a
excuse,
killer.
to trust, to hope, and to endure whatever comes.
I, Landon
I,
Rollins Carter.
Jamie Elizabeth,
His name is
Of
Landon.
course, his name is Landon
Landon.
Carter because this is stupid.
do solemnly
Landon.
swear.
Do solemnly swear to take Jamie Elizabeth's
Take
son.
Landon Rollins Carter
Oh, his middle name is Rollins. It's even worse.
As
as my lawfully wedded husband
to honor and to cherish her all
all
the days of my life.
of my life.
That's it.
Oh, she has leukemia. Aw.
Well, I mean, she kind of had to come in.
All that candy.
This fictional character kind of had to come
All
in.
that candy she
Yeah.
has.
Yeah.
Get it?
Let's see here. So a couple of thoughts on the wedding. Then we got trailer trash coming. Ooh, I also have a list of the 10 people at every wedding.
Nice. Okay.
This will hit close to them. All right, so it was a fantastic wedding for them. A couple overarching wedding critiques, though. Every wedding, like, you have no idea whether the couple is going to come out after the service. You know, do the whole throw. Used to be throwing the rice until we're like, what about the birds? We're killing all the birds by giving them rice. And also all the little Asian people is like, why are you wasting all the food? And now they throw a bird seed or it's bubbles. A lot of people do bubbles. Except you never know if they're coming out or not after they, go down the procession line. Some of them take off to do pictures. Some of them take off to get on the party bus and then start doing their thing before the reception. And the wife always like standing around, is like, I love watching the couples come out, and it's such a happy moment. So we are sitting here. And yesterday it was hot. It was humid. We were in a cathedral with no air conditioning. Everyone's wearing suits and ties. And we're like, yeah, let's go in the car. Let's get some air conditioning. And then the wife was like, no, we don't know if they're coming out. We're going to wait right here. Even though the crowd in front of the church was dispersing, we saw the parents of the bride starting to leave too. And we're like, yeah, if they're leaving out, I don't think that they're coming out unless they really want to miss this huge momentous moment. I don't even see the photographers. Oh, the photographers are leaving? All right, can we go now? But what if they come out? This would all be This would all be taken care of, just at every wedding. Just in the stupid little program, which has everything written in it. Couple's not coming out, or the couple will be coming out.
Yeah, I was going to say, and this may be the nerd side of me, but I think for weddings and stuff that there should be an outline itinerary for what things are happening at what times. A program note kind of sort of thing, like a Wikipedia page of what's going to happen.
And I understand. We probably didn't even do this too, except we were handing out bubbles, so that was kind of an indicator. Mm-hmm. It would be a huge bait and switch if we hand out bubbles, and then all the a-holes were just standing outside for 45 minutes. They're like, ha ha, in your face. And I get wedding planning is monumental, momentous. It takes up a lot of time, but this happens at every wedding. I feel like this should be a mandate. I can become a wedding ombudsman. Just one line, out, in.
No one has the exact same wedding. That's why it's going to be impossible. Some people have preferences, and yeah, you could.
Some people have preferences. Not to use common sense.
Yeah, No, exactly. No, there's a lot of people like that.
Ooh. So also cocktail hour. I've noticed this a lot too. And when they bring around the trays of like the skewered meats and like the skewered, this one had the really good like a tomato, basil, and then like a big old chunk of mozzarella and like a balsamic glaze over the top. It was really good. But here's what needs to happen. The chicks with the trays or the dudes with the trays need to have a fanny pack on their back and a little opening, which is a garbage, where you can literally just chuck your sticks.
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, because I've come across this at a lot of weddings where it's like, chicken satay, kebabs, XYZ, all this stuff. Now I have a fistful of sticks. Cool. Where's the garbage? I can't find it. Someone farted in this small room. Oh, shocker, because it's a wedding. And everyone farts inside of a small, crowded room.
That took a different turn there. The last wedding I was at, they did the whole shish kebab thing come out. Thankfully, there were garbages all over. So
Yeah.
I was very happy. But I feel like...
Hey, don't talk about the wife's family like that.
Whoa, bzing.
Yeah, at that wedding. But we know.
I will say, though, I feel like, and this could just be a me thing, was, there's at least 3 or 4 different types of food coming out the serving trays. There was, like, a meat one. There were, the wedding I was at had, like a chicken, stir-fried chicken type of thing. There was a shrimp one, and there was, like, a vegetable one. And I felt like...
A shrimp ball soup.
I feel like whatever I was craving, I could not find that person or that person who had the shrimp... walking through was going to everyone else but me, and by the time I would chase one down, the person gave out the last shrimp one. I'm like, oh, come on. So I'm like, okay, I'll settle for chicken, and then obviously the shrimp people come out and there'll be more shrimp. I feel like they purposely try to have the person in front of you with the food that you don't want, and everyone else says like, oh man, look at my awesome shrimp. This is really good. Have you tried it? And I'm like, no, I can't find the guy.
And then Nick just ate a handful of the diced zucchini and cried.
I would cry.
No, but I think my garbage fanny pack, it's going to be working because, especially if it's an outdoor wedding, I mean, garbages are going to attract flies, and if you have too many garbages, that's a lot of flies, right? And this will work because the way the servers go around to like every little pocket of people, you got your circles of 4 or 5 people, and then there's like 10 circles. Because why should we meet new people at a wedding? All right, so they go around to one circle. It's like, take your chicken. And then while you're eating your chicken, they're at the next circle with their back to you. And then you just, Kobe, sticks right into the back. Well, actually, that's a great analogy for Kobe. Sticks right into the fanny pack. Yeah. I think that's what's going to happen. All right, so now I've also compiled a list of the 10 people that you meet at every wedding. And this is fail-proof. This happens every time. All right, so number 1, the chick who is too hot to be there.
Oh, yeah.
Every wedding, there is one chick that is way too hot to know the bride or the groom. And right away, the mind goes towards escort. Did Chuck get an escort? Or like a cousin of the bride, and she's looking for a little... At the wedding, so she's dressed to the nines. She probably has a brand new dress. It's like a European cut. Meanwhile, both the families are like from farm towns, and it's just like, you're a little out of place here, sweetie. Pass the Busch Light.
That's incredible. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. But that's like, is she a cousin? Maybe she's not a cousin. Yeah. I don't care if she's a cousin. Fuck it. We're good. I'm gonna hit on
that. Have you ever done something where you see a really attractive person at one of your family reunions, and then you're like, oh, yeah, that's their cousin Jamie? Well, it's like, well, how close of cousins do we have to be where it isn't weird? Or where it is weird?
Not in my family. Sorry, no offense to my family. You're all lovely people, but no one attractive enough where it's like...
Did you hear that? Both sides of Nick's family, he does not want to sleep with you. How does that make you feel?
They are devastated.
Number 2, the bridesmaid was Thunder Arms.
Thunder Arms?
Yeah. Now, this does not necessarily mean that she is large and rotund, But since all the bridesmaid dresses are sleeveless, you're not exactly going sleeves and a choker anymore. It's not like the 1920s. So everyone has bare arms, and there's always one chick she's got guns. You know, she's definitely adhering to the Second Amendment. She's got the right to bear arms.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying now. Yeah, I can see that. That can be a pretty common thing.
Well, like she's the one that towards the end of the night, she's going to be challenging homeboys to arm wrestling matches. She takes out the entire groomsmen's. Yeah. Number 3, the dude with high-end shoes that has no game. Every wedding has the one dude who, speaking of the chickens too hot, like he's a little European style sense-wise, and he's got the bright, like high polished light brown shoes that were made in Paris, and they're like $200. Except if he ever tried to approach a woman, like he had no idea what to say. But look at these shoes. What are those?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have to compensate for stuff. Me, I'm a grotesque-looking person, but I learned how to play guitar and can generally talk to women, so, that's how you get your ups. Unfortunately, with this situation, when you try to look good, but you can't seal the deal, that's a big red flag issue that you have to deal with.
Well, no, that's why you walk around with just $100 bill, like, right out the front of your zipper.
Enough about yesterday, okay. I wonder
if that actually works. Number 4, the old relative who thinks he can drink with the young people.
Yes, a continuation of yesterday. No, I completely get it.
Like everyone has like a great uncle Jerry who maybe put away a couple back in the day. Maybe he's a former Marine. There's no former Marines. Maybe he's a Marine. He's got the tattoo on the forearm. And he sees all the young people. He's like, yeah, let's do this. Are we going to do the Macarena later? What's going on? Oh, shots of Jameson. Let's do this. And then Uncle Jerry is passed out by like 8:30.
Yep.
Yeah, 8:37. Where's Uncle Jerry? Oh, yeah, he's back at the Hyatt. He's not doing so well.
This seems familiar, but yeah. No, I agree with that.
Yeah. Number 5, the dude who runs up to the bar first and asks, "What's free?"
Oh, yeah. No, that's deadpan on, and I think I was that guy once in my youthful days after turning 21.
Because for every reception, they should lay out, do like one of those signs on the bar, and you can usually bank that beer is free. They'll get a couple of kegs, but just outline that. Sometimes wine is free. Sometimes hard liquor is free up until a certain point of the night. But no, everyone's saying the same thing. It's like, how much free booze can I consume tonight? Except it's always like the super thrifty douchebag guy who brings like a coupon to Manny's Steakhouse when he gets the lunch there because the dinner is too expensive, but he brings a coupon to the lunch. He's the guy who's like, all right, so what's free? What is free in this establishment? Yeah.
Even if it's free, I still tip. I'm very generous with tipping, so I mean, you're still spending you're still spending a little bit of green, when it comes to drinking, But okay, random, quick, off-topic thing. Have you ever had an underager try to get booze or get drunk at a bar at a wedding?
Yeah, I used to be that person.
Because I think a lot of them have cops now, right? That I'm not sure the rules and regulations.
Ours didn't have a cop. Ours had a guy that was. Not our wedding, but the one we went to last night had a guy that must have worked for the event center who was dressed up like he was a patron, like he was a fourth cousin's date or something like that. And then it turns out he's a security guy.
Oh, okay.
Guess he was just standing by the door. A jabroni looking with like a teal button-up shirt and like a crooked tie, and then he's like, "Hey, where are you going with those drinks?" And we're like, "Shut up, Todd," from the other side of the family. They're like, "No, I work here." Oh, okay. But yeah, I'll always tip your bartenders, even at an open bar. And I try to do my thing, where you leave a nice tip, and then they give you one of the pitchers, that they're filling up and putting out the pints and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And they're like, no, sir, sorry, we can't do that. Fine, give me 5. Yeah. Number 6, the old female relative who sits silently judging people.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. That's a.
Yeah.
Usually, I think I see them in pairs though, like two aunts who are exactly the same, thinking style. Like older ones who, like maybe second cousin, maybe related, like not close enough, not that close, but but close enough to the bride and groom. We're like, yeah, judging.
And number 7, the groomsman who changes into civilian clothes ASAP.
Ooh, interesting. I don't know if I've seen that one yet.
Sometimes it's a complete change of clothes. I've been at weddings where they do that, or they'll do remove the button-up shirt and just wear the vest because that's a novel idea. Or they'll get the hat. They'll get the Busch Light hat that's got the fish hook on the brim of the hat. Yeah. As soon as are we done with pictures and are we done with the speeches? All right, here comes the hat with the fish hook on it because I want people to know what my hobbies and interests are via my headgear.
And my education level.
Number 8, the fat friend who likes to party.
Yeah.
Except you're pretty chill when it comes to a party setting. I'm talking like the dude who's up there like Chris Farley from the Chippendale sketch.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen fat person do that though. I've seen more.
They're usually large in some sort of stature. Either they're really tall or they're fat.
Okay, tall maybe.
Yeah.
Tall one I can see more than fat people.
No, yeah, he's the one who gets your great aunt to take a shot of Fireball with him in the ladies' bathroom. How we got in there, who really knows?
Okay, yeah.
But now he's down to clown. He knows the words to every single song.
I can see that.
Yeah. Number 9, this might be linked to the fat who likes to party. The dude who farts up the dance floor.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I'm pretty sure there were multiple offenders last night. And every single wedding, especially if it's a smaller venue for the dance floor, or if it's like walled off into a room, like there will be dropping bombs. Like there will be there will be some noxious gases come around, especially if you had something that's a little bit more rough on the digestive system. Where the wedding, plus everyone's drinking beer, so everyone's getting the beer farts on this dance floor. It's hot, it's sweaty, it's muggy, it's going down.
You gotta prepare for this type of stuff, man. You gotta get your gas X, you gotta get your Tums. You gotta control that digestive system.
I imagine that's what Vietnam smelled like. Just dancing and farts.
Napalm in the morning.
And last but not least, number 10, the chick who dances without shoes, as they all do, and cuts her foot. I feel like that happens at every single wedding.
I don't know if I've ever seen anyone cut their foot, but yeah, I mean, dancing with their shoes off, yeah.
Because a lot of these wedding venues are booked every single weekend, and at a wedding in 1983, there was a broken Mickey's Big Mouth bottle. Someone dropped it back in 1983. One minuscule little piece of glass found its way onto the dance floor, snuck in between the wood flooring, and then all of a sudden, in 2017, just resurfaced to find the underfoot of probably the fat bridesmaid. Mm-hmm. Yeah, as they dance without shoes.
I'm visualizing it now. It's so funny. Yeah.
It's weird. We're so OCD when it comes to washing hands and Purell and all that stuff, even though I don't subscribe to it. But I still think it's weird when you're in a sweaty, muggy situation and everyone has got the bare feet. All the ladies got the bare feet because they've been heels all day, and that's understandable, except the rest of us are in shoes. And who knows where these shoes have been? We're walking on lawns. It's got chemicals. We probably stepped in some dog shit. Maybe some human shit. Maybe we stepped in our own shit. Maybe we missed the toilet bowl at one of those wedding bathrooms. And so that's all
specific.
That's all mashing into the dance floor. And then the ladies come by with their feet, and then they mash on the dance floor. And then they go home with a crazy great Uncle Jerry who made it back down from the Hyatt. He's back in. And crazy Uncle Jerry has a foot fetish. So he's going to be licking all those toes, and he's getting all that into his mouth. This all comes back to crazy great Uncle Jerry.
It's always
Think about him.
I'm trying not to. Oh, my God.
I don't know if I could do the tongue thing on the feet. It seems a little weird.
The tongue thing on the feet?
Yeah.
You don't have to.
I mean, tongue everywhere else, but...
Oh, my.
We'll be right back with more Bull with Andy Carlson on a Monday.
Andy Carlson here, Purple for the Win podcast, letting you know that we'll be here all off season long talking the Vikings angle on everything. Combine, pro days, free agency, the draft, OTAs, training camp in 2017. Baby. Get the show on 1500 ESPN Podcast One and the Podcast One app.
And come back into the Blue Door Pub Studios, baby. I'm sure Blue Door was really happy about the foot fetish segment, the way that ended up. But, what else? Also going down, the Cluck, sandwich. It is so good. It's their, here's what they do. They got a fried chicken sandwich, and it's got topped with coleslaw, barbecue sauce, pickle, and comes with a side of fries or tots. It is so freaking good. Because that's what you like to do. When you're at home, you got a chicken sandwich, you got a regular sandwich, just pile stuff on. That's what they're doing right now. Brand new addition to the menu. I love it. You will too. St. Paul, Longfellow University on Como, thebdp.com. All right, so we got some trailer trash, and then we'll do the news, and then I'll laugh at Nick about not going to Pokemon Go Fest. But this is Stranger Things Season 2 Comic-Con thriller trailer from Netflix. And what we do on trailer trash is, well, basically what we do with everything. I pause it and then give commentary and then play. This takes like 17 minutes. Here we go.
So you got to do this?
Oh, I should preface this by saying I love Stranger Things Season 1, except I feel like it's starting to get a little bit too overhyped. I feel like it's approaching the Wire Theory territory.
I need to see it after Season 2, then I'll make a judge comment on it.
Did you watch Season 1?
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
love it. It's a fantastic show.
Because you identify with Barb?
Shut up. No, I'm not Barb at all. I'm the... Okay, yeah, I'm Barb.
Let's engage.
I'm the Gorgamon. So funny.
All right, Dragon's Lair. Winston. All right, so they're at the arcade.
Hey guys, do you see the...
Oh, wait. That kid's back? Oh, yeah. He's still in the, what's it called, the other side? The underworld?
We're not sure yet. Because he got out. Well, did he get out? Because he's obviously still seeing flashes of him being in the other side.
Now, here's what intrigues me. So, the writers, the directors, the producers of all these movies are obviously kids of the 80s, and they remember it fondly, and so they're projecting it onto their TV shows now. Mm. I can't wait for about 10 years. 90s. Just bring it up. That's nostalgia I can actually identify with, because a lot of the 80 references I actually don't get.
That's funny. I get all the 80 ones.
Will, are you okay?
I'm not okay, bro.
Thunder Arms. See Hillary Duff.
Yeah. Sorry. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, Nick just Urban Dictionary Thunder Arms, and then the example is Hillary Duff.
Sorry, we had to spin
All right, so this is the problem with TV shows that usually take a year between seasons, as most of them do. Like, look at Modern Family, mm-hmm. and the kids age out too fast.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Like, you can already see that these kids are growing up, and like when we see 11, she'll literally look 17.
The way that it was. Not really.
Oh yeah, Winona Ryder.
I saw something. What is it? I don't know.
But all right, so Will is back, or is this?
Yes, yeah. They saved him in the last episode. They pulled her and the sheriff went in there and pulled him out. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
But then sorry, spoil it for season 1, Stranger Things, was that at the very end, he's like having dinner, the kid's having dinner with his family, he goes to the bathroom, he coughs up a slug, and then he gets a flash of being in that other world.
Yeah.
So now it's like you kind of question, did he really get out? And I don't know, I think this is what a lot of the season 2 will be about.
Yeah, because I just remember the sheriff, like the real actor dude, when they won an Emmy, and then he went on his like stupid social justice warrior rant, and then everyone forgot about Barb, just chilling there.
But she has a giant social following right now, though. Like it's like
Barb?
Save Barb or whatever, because they. Anyway.
Like, yeah, because they feel bad.
Yeah.
Fine. 80s.
I felt it.
Darkness falls across the land. The
Vincent Price.
hour is close at hand.
Michael Jackson.
Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize
Yeah, that's where Barbara's sitting.
Shaw's neighborhood.
Oh,
And whosoever shall be found
Sometimes I feel like I still see her.
must stand and face the hounds of hell and rot inside them.
Remember the Ghostbusters geared? I remember because I had one of those.
yeah.
God, what do they call? So proton pack, but what's the trap called?
I think they call it a Ghostbusters trap. I think
Oh.
I think it's a Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I had one of those, and it was awesome. Love that thing.
Corpse's shell.
Whatever is happening is spreading.
Wait, by the way, this chick is way too hot for this loser preppy douchebag.
Whatever is happening.
I was going to look up that girl.
Well, yeah, not him, but she'll end up with a poor kid. But yeah, I didn't like that story arc where she just casually loses her virginity to the dude who they're trying to make into the new Ferris Bueller in those new commercials.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That kid.
Yeah, just casual banging. It's like, yeah, get out of here.
That was the 80s. Let's see.
Do you think they use the condom, or they're like, we haven't heard of AIDS yet?
Yeah, they haven't. It wasn't invented yet.
Is spreading from
Nancy.
this place.
What is it want?
You don't meet any Nancys anymore. Like little kids? Like, you don't meet a 4-year-old Nancy.
That's such an 80s name, and I blame a lot of it from Nightmare on Elm Street. That's Nancy.
Not me. Everyone else.
Which was in Hannah Montana.
Wake up! If you're out there, just please give me a sign.
Ooh,
11 looks 17 now.
you can barely see her there. She's like a man now. She's short hair.
Coming through the it's always goo.
There's a lot of goo and sci-fi stuff. Awesome Vincent Price. Assuming someone had to get money for that.
Well, he's dead, isn't he? Like 30 years dead.
Yeah, but,
The
Don't need
Vincent
more.
Price estate.
very good underrated SNL sketch that they did back in the day with Bill Hader.
All right, let's do some news.
You are fake news. Sir, go ahead. Can you...
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Ain't got time to bleed. You can't handle the truth.
The news with Uncle Nick.
All right, Nick, what's going down? You're yelling timber.
All right, a news story that you actually brought to me is something I surprisingly did not know about. Over the weekend, there was somewhat of a festival called Pokemon Go Fest in Chicago.
The organizers of Fry Fest are like, man, Pokemon Go Fest was a disaster.
No, it was more like the Fry Fest, like, man, we'll be the worst festival ever. And then Pokemon Go Fest was like, hold my beer. And as far as I know from reading this article, a lot of it was connection issues with the Wi-Fi that they tried to set up. And obviously, if you play Pokemon Go, which I do,
Still?
I still do.
Yeah.
I don't actively go out and. Okay, never mind. I still do.
You're like the one guy still trying to meet chicks on MySpace.
Whatever. she'll respawn back. I know she will.
That's how quickly things go.
Well, obviously, a lot of people still play Pokemon Go because lots of people went to this place and they apparently paid for it. I'm trying to look for pricing of how much it costs, but obviously because of connection issues, the promise that they'd be catching a lot of Pokemon, a lot of rare Pokemon, none of that panned out. So from CNN, they're saying they're going to give refunds back. I gave them $100. Wow.
How many people showed up? Because it looked pretty packed.
From CNN, it's saying as many as 20,000 people were expected to arrive. That's insane. That many people. I'm still reading it now here. Yeah, it just sounds like a lot of it. This came out a year ago, and I liked Pokemon when I was younger, and the idea of using your phones as technically a way to catch, go out. It's like a geocaching. For those of you who have done geocaching, you go around and Pokemon will appear randomly in your neighborhoods, and I understand the fun of it, but it died super quick, and now everyone who's on it, 75% of the people I know who played it don't play it anymore. I have a couple cousins who still do it.
Well, that was the thing about the app is that it was exasperated at this fest was that you can't get on it or it crashes or XYZ. But couldn't they figure out that this is going to happen?
Yeah, I'm surprised that they didn't.
Yeah, like you're going to overload the system, and then you got a couple hundreds, if not a couple thousand people all in the same spot trying to use up the same cellular data.
The trailer is rated H for honest. We were promised Pokemon in the real world, but what we got was this.
Ooh. Nick, are you getting your jollies right now?
Pokemon Go.
That was a much
Be a part of the trend, more popular and annoying than people who take vaping seriously. That got thousands of new fans into the franchise by making it free to play, sticking it on your phone, and taking out most of the parts that make it a video game in this groundbreaking combination of mild cardio, Google Maps, and paper toss that unfortunately for the future of gaming worked out really, really well.
For the time.
Prepare to step into Pokemon's largest region yet, Outside. More than twice the size of Kanto. Outside features photorealistic graphics, billions of NPCs, and an unforgiving permadeath system. You'll join fellow trainers across the world out into the sun's harsh rays as you finally spend some time out of the house, wandering aimlessly around the neighborhood with your head in your phone. Prepare yourself to be the very best, like no one ever was, because they're throwing out all the stuff that made Pokemon interesting, and keeping the part where you walk back and forth in the grass until something happens.
Yeah.
Featuring real-time battles that awkwardly superimpose a 2D sprite on whatever you're looking at, and a grinding system that will have you literally grinding the Pokemon you catch into candy.
Who's Geodude?
The rock Pokemon.
Pretty common.
Not really, actually. I like catching them.
That you force-feed to the Pokemon you kept alive. It wasn't enough to capture a team of fighting slaves. Now you make them eat their friends, too.
That's actually pretty
Once
funny.
you're tired of Pokemon Go's actual gameplay, discover the game's real hook. Color-based gang turf wars. As Pokemon Go leaves out trainer battles and trading in favor of a gym system where you'll furiously tap your way to bragging rights while you arbitrarily ride or die for the emo team of Mystic, the asshole team Valor, or the pain-eating Team Instinct, a.k.a. Hufflepuff, a.k.a. the Pea Pants Egg Babies. Team Valor for life, yo! So get out your Ash Ketchum cosplay gear while you participate in crazy flash mobs.
There's a Vaporeon that spawned right there, so everyone's running.
Live stream yourself falling into a lake. And move as far as you can out of your rural area or poor neighborhood, because apparently Pokemon don't want to live there either. And get in on this fad before old people ruin it.
How we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
Oh my God, Hillary.
And
that is, if you can even log on in the first place.
Failed.
Starring, going for a walk, making some friends, hanging out in parks at night,
yes.
finding a dead body, getting mugged, getting stabbed, and falling off a cliff.
That was
Pokemon Go Recharge Your Phone. You know, if they really wanted to make Pokemon in real life, your mom would kick you out of the house when you turn 10 just so she could bang Professor Willow.
Be sure to subscribe.
Is that true?
Yeah, yes. And, a lot of the... I think a lot of people, when you see the commercials of Pokemon Go, I mean, that's not what it's like at all. It's literally kind of that... It's kind of boring, which, as you know me, I'm a boring guy, so I don't mind playing the game.
Well, those are my words, not yours.
Those are your words.
But how come you didn't go? I feel like you like Chicago.
I swear to God, I didn't know about this. There wasn't advertisements on Pokemon Go about it, and I didn't know anything about it.
All right, what's next?
Nothing's next anymore after that story. All right, a few weeks ago, we were talking about restaurants and the joys of all types of food establishments. And what's making headlines right now is Buffalo Wild Wings. Is that they're trying a new B-Dubs Express, which is, if you've ever been to a Buffalo Wild Wings, it's a pretty full-size restaurant. They're starting mini restaurants right now, something that holds maybe 30 to 50 people, so kind of like a Blue Doors type of scenario. I think it's a good, it's an interesting concept. I don't know if it will last or pick up, but they're trying a couple of them in the Twin Cities, one in Edina and Hopkins.
Actually, all right, so this pissed me off. I know that everyone likes to be snobs about things, whether it's beer or coffee or liquor or TV shows or whatever, but chicken wings, people get so snobby about, oh, Buffalo Wild Wings aren't even that good, and they're way overpriced. It's a chicken wing. Chicken wings are always good. They're really easy to do. Here's what you do. You take some chicken wings, and you put them in the fryer, then you toss them in some sauce, then you shove your effing mouth. That's it. That is really it. So the people are like, I only eat wings from place XYZ, and it's the best place. It is a fried piece of chicken in some sugar sauce or some hot sauce. Let's not overcomplicate things. Why does everyone have to be a wannabe snob about things just to prove that you're enlightened or you're more refined palate? You're eating chicken wings. That is all. I don't get it.
That's a random tangent.
I really don't get it because I think Buffalo Wild Wings chicken wings are good. I think Blue Doors chicken wings are awesome. I think everyone appreciates Blue Doors wings, so maybe that's a bad example. So looking at like corporate chains like Hooters wings, they're fine. They're fine.
They're a little salty.
Maybe I shouldn't talk because even though I'm a former chef and I'm a bit of a gourmand, my favorite chicken wings are the frozen ones that you get at every Chinese restaurant or buffet.
Oh, yeah.
They get them shipped in from like Dragon Express. You see the semis with the dragon on it. Yeah, it's the same frozen, fully cooked chicken wing, and then they just deep fry them. And they're awesome. Yeah, so maybe I don't have a leg to stand on in the chicken wing debate.
Yeah, I think I have nothing. I think all chicken wings are awesome, and I don't know. But going back to this article, I mean, the concept is, since you are an economic business person, I figured you'd explain the idea of trying this concept of going from big restaurant to almost like a, as I said, it's called like an express, so something like a couple people can eat there, but I think it's really geared towards takeout.
Well, yeah, it'll be big for the lunch crowd because, if you want some Buffalo Wild Wings for lunch, I think they have like a 15-minute guarantee now at a lot of places. But this will even speed up that system more. And plus, you'll see downtown, like in the Skyway, they'll have express versions of larger, more known restaurants, and then it'll be quick in the subway. I think that's what people are really into, especially for lunch, or maybe if you have an early dinner and you just want to like get done with it and get out. Mm-hmm. So I think it's good. But all right, so back to the chicken wing thing. It's not like you can't exactly run the gauntlet from like canned tuna to the tuna tartare prepared by Eric Ripert at Le Bernardin. Yeah, chicken wings don't have that kind of range. Like chicken wings so you have great chicken wing places like Buffalo Wild Wings or Blue Door, excuse me. Then you got like Buffalo Wild Wings and Hooters in the middle. And then you got like, you can throw a Wingstop, you can throw in a D-Stop, you can do all that stuff. Maybe on the bottom end, you get the the really mushy, like not crispy at all wings that you get from like Domino's. Yeah, that you get with a one-topping pizza, $5.99 carry-out on a weekday.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe those are the bottom, but still, the bottom to the top is not very wide at all. It does not go back to the tuna reference. Mm-hmm. So I don't get why people are chicken wing snobs.
That's surprisingly new to me.
We should deport them.
To where?
To anywhere. Preferably somewhere where they don't have chicken wings, so they understand. You don't know what it's like to not have chicken wings. Ooh, sort of like... really rural India.
Okay.
Oh, let's send them. Can't eat beef either. Yeah, but they'll probably explain for 15 minutes why Five Guys has the best burger out there, and then I want them to die.
I know you do.
I want them to. Yeah, I want them. I want them to explain to the Himalayan people why Five Guys has the best burger. They'll be like, "You mean our demigods? You mean the ones over there like chewing on their own grass?" Yeah.
Demigods.
Yeah. All right. So what's next? Oh, John Hurd.
You want to go there? Okay. Obviously, this is. I don't consider this the year of death as much as last year, but recently, obviously, we talked a lot about death last week. Random one who I thought was dead. Actor John Hurd from the Home Alone franchise, who played the father, Peter McAllister.
Yep.
Was found dead in his home at the age of 71, assuming drugs. No, I'm kidding. Old age, I'm assuming. Kind of heartbreaking.
Call toll free.
You know that we could do a whole episode about the complaints of that
I'll
show,
do just that.
of the movies.
Howdy do.
How do you
This is
forget
Peter
him?
McAllister, the father. I'd like a hotel
How do you forget
room,
the kid
please,
every year?
an extra large bed, a TV, and one of those little refrigerators you have to open with a key. Credit card? You got it.
Plaza Hotel Reservations, may I help you?
Howdy do. This is Peter McAllister.
Wait, hold on. How's this chick down in India?
Yeah, this was in the 90s. We didn't outsource jobs.
The father.
Yes, sir.
I'd like a hotel room, please.
Yes.
With an extra large bed, a TV, and one of those little refrigerators you have to open with a key.
All right, dummy, Mr. McAllister. So you want a regular room because all of our rooms have that. How about you speak a little slower, Peter McAllister, the father?
Yes, sir. You'll need a major credit card upon check-in.
Credit card? You got it.
Thank you. Enjoy your stay.
This is the early 90s, so maybe there were still some Quaaludes floating around. So Peter McAllister sounded like he was on like Quaaludes, and maybe he got hit in the head with a tack hammer when he was 8.
Oh.
And he's been living his life. Like, he's a hero to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know that John Hurd was in the scene, but I love this. I love the scene. Yeah, John Hurd was 72 is a good run, though.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Or actually, I feel like 72 is kind of short now. Because you see a lot of people like living in their 80s at least.
I'm sorry, 71.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah. I mean,
he's still working all the way up to his death. He's got 5-6 movies in post-production.
Yeah, I think why I feel like this affects me a little bit is because I just saw him, surprisingly, in a Law & Order SVU. I wasn't expecting him. Like, God, that guy looks familiar. Like, oh, God, is that John Hurd? Yeah, he was I think you made it if you're, like, cameo in a Law & Order SVU episode. If you're that actor or actress, older who's past their big prime of like 80s, 90s, and you're kind of like playing like second fiddle, like this person may be the rapist or not, and that was a pretty interesting storyline. But yeah,
no, he's had cameos in tons of great TV shows and Entourage.
He was in Entourage.
Yeah, well, yeah, a couple episode story arc. But, he will be missed. And now I don't know what they're going to do for the Gritty Gutty Home Alone reboot. Is the mom still with us?
Yeah, Catherine O'Hara is still with us.
I still buy into the conspiracy that the father on Home Alone was tied to Chicago organized crime.
Because how can you afford all that stuff?
Yeah. Because what does he do? Sales? Probably not.
I don't know. They never. It's one of those like details that they kind of just ignore.
Yeah. And, they're out in the nice suburbs, but I'm sure they're still running the numbers in Cicero. Like, they have Capone's old territory.
That's insane.
Yeah. He's Sonny Capone the third.
The third.
Yeah. They just assumed the name McAllister.
That's a good cover. All right, what's it called? I was on Twitter here, and I was looking up, obviously talking about Home Alone. I wanted to see if Macaulay Culkin said anything, and obviously Twitter. He does do a hashtag RIP John Hurt, and then he does say, this was 7 hours ago, so you will always be my father no matter what, your son Kevin. Hashtag RIP John Hurt, hashtag Home Alone will always be a beautiful memory for us all.
Yeah, you're the dad who never took my side, always sided with Buzz, who was clearly very abusive to me, maybe like did some other things off camera that they didn't pick up on to explain why I'm a dead-eyed sociopath. And you're also the father who left me behind on several vacations to ward off and fight convicted felons. Yeah, thanks, Dad. You'll always be my dad. Awesome. Cool. That's why we recast you in the third movie. Actually, that's why we recast everyone. You gone. You're cool. Hey, let's bring Scarlett Johansson in. Did that go straight to video?
I think it went straight to video. I don't remember it being in the movie theaters.
I wonder why.
I mean, but I think what's her name was in it though? Scarlett Johansson. Yep, Scarlett Johansson. It was one of her first movie roles.
Oh no, and that's the news.
The news with Uncle Nick.
From the entire Channel 4 news team, I'm Veronica Corningstone.
And I'm Ron Burgundy. Go yourself, San Diego.
Something that would have helped Harry and Marv take over the McAllister residence is Badler's hard coffee, because if they had a little caffeine, maybe a little buzz on, maybe they would done a little better. Because, Nick, have you ever noticed that your senses get heightened after like a half beer buzz?
Yes.
And then it quickly goes downhill. Yeah, but Badler's hard coffee, first ever boozy coffee, new drink of summer, late summer, and the fall. It's going to be so great for football season. Yeah, 6% ABV. It's got the maltiness. It's got just a hint of sweetness and delicious cold brewed coffee. It's something you want to get your mitts on. Get at Total Wine and other fine retailers across the Twin Cities and drink Badler.com. Nick, what you got going on this week?
Well, with the weekend ending, there's still a lot of Comic-Con stuff I want to look up and research, see all the movie trailers. A ton of stuff is going on right now, so.
Maybe that's what we should do for an episode this week, where you just explain what Comic-Con is.
What Comic-Con, I don't want to bore you. Yeah. I don't want to bore all the guests. I'm assuming we have a lot of good football fans. I don't want to nerd them out too much.
Yeah, well. We'll figure it out. Shows available on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. And if you enjoy us, tell a friend, spread the word, add to the Jerome Homie Army. Thanks to producer Allie Jerome. She likes Switchfoot. For making me not sound so stupid today, but for Nick, I'm Andy Carlson saying Annyeong Sayonara, and bye-bye. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to Bull with Andy Carlson, Minnesota's 87th best daily podcast. Download the show on iTunes. Everyone's middle name is Jerome.